Hello and welcome to another exclusive review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz, the #1 reviewer on YouTube and Google. We just hit 60 million minutes viewed. So we turned up tonight in Sheffield to see this production, and were firstly staggered to see that huge blocks of the theatre were completely empty. I see you booking venues like the Liverpool Empire and claiming it's nearly sold out and putting on a Village Hall production. I have to be honest with you, there aren't many things positive I can say about this show. It is beyond my comprehension that anybody would leave that theatre satisfied, having spent over 50 quid for 2 tickets, to see what is basically a low-rent amateur production with no creative and some of the worst acting I've ever seen in my entire career. Zero personality, no comic timing, and as funny as a fart in a lift. This is not a show worthy of the West End. It should be at comedy fringes and cut to an hour. It's the same gag over and over again. He's just doing the old Joe Pasquale gags that he's been doing for 20 years. Not clever and not funny. He's gone from being camp and funny to being a nasty old queen who just makes fun of people. This gives him one opportunity to just stand there and make every anal sex joke he possibly can. For me, it was unedifying, it was embarrassing, but he didn't resonate with the kids. For some reason, they didn't seem to like him, which is bizarre. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I have to admit, I have never been more bewildered by the reaction to these mediocre talents in my entire life. There were a couple of hecklers in tonight. Obviously, you're going to get a lot of drunks and riffraff in a show like this. It's aiming for that type of audience, and my God, tonight it was. My favourite moment was outside when a lady fell down an entire flight of stairs because she was so drunk. She managed to stand up, laughed and carried on as if nothing had happened. Welcome to Sheffield. I don't know how this man can turn up in a town, in a beautiful theatre like the City Halls, and put on such crap. It is insulting to the audience, it's demeaning to the industry, it's patronising to those who have paid, and it's a fucking insult to show business that you would turn up with a show less professional than a Village Hall.
This is a very tortuous script, performed shticky, over the top, it's rushed. It has no shade, it has no light.
It went from being camp knob gags, and by the way, nobody loves a knob gag more than me, to becoming grubby, seedy, and frankly inappropriate. There's no he's behind you, there's no oh no she isn't, oh yes she is. There is, however, a joke about coming on Goldilocks' face and ramming every single anal sex, gay, and cum joke into what is meant to be a family pantomime. There's a gorilla called Boris, as I've mentioned, which is a needless attack during an election period. I'm not a fan of putting politics into light entertainment. It's a variety show at best. It's a smut-ridden, low-rent way of making 2 producers very rich. You cannot charge 120 quid for a family of 4 and expect me to keep my jacket on. She's incredibly stunning as a drag queen and obviously plays it very Paul O'Grady, slagging off the set, the show, the audience, and of course Sheffield itself. A shithole. It's low-rent crap. There's a nice dig at Prince Andrew in this. As I say, there's a Boris joke. Other than that, no topicality whatsoever. And I just left feeling grubby, dirty, disappointed, and hugely offended. He would have made 25 grand tonight. Good for him. Hope he sleeps well. As another candle is blown out, I hope you stand proud, knowing that you were part of the screwing over of audiences that will ultimately lead to the decimation and loyalty of audiences in theatre across the UK. I therefore have no conscience about this 1-star review that is, of course, naturally 100% irrelevant. And you've been listening to another 1-star review by me, Alex Belfield, here at celebrityradio.biz.